The Undead Celluloid Society welcomes you into another podcast. My name is Michael,
And I'm Rachel.
and today we are covering the 2015 film The Gallows. The Gallows is a found footage film based on a cursed play set in the 1990s where a student met his untimely end. 20 years later, they are redoing the play again for some reason, and they are a horrible fate awaits those that are in the cast. The main character, we'll get into it with the plot, but that's all you need to know. That's pretty much the gist. But yeah, so that was my serious voice with the synopsis.
Trying something new out, Mike?
Yeah, trying something new out. You know, we're a very official podcast here. We do very structural things. But yeah, so I mean, the whole gist is they did a play in the 90s. The boy, the actor that was a boy got hung during this thing, and then 20 years later they're doing the same play again. The lead character is a boy named Reese, who I'm assuming was a super jock at some point. Like he must have been on the football team because his buddy douche Ryan keeps egging him on about it. But so he's doing this play because he's got a crush on the main girl. Who they're in the same roles, and he's got a crush on her, so he's doing the play. Ryan is his douche buddy who was on the football team, filming it because he's doing production backstage with this cheerleader girlfriend who's also doing like some production stuff. Drama was never a requirement in my high school, so I don't get this, but apparently drama is a requirement in this high school. And so they get the genius idea that for some reason Pfeiffer is too much of a geek nerd for Reese, but his buddy Ryan wants to set them up anyways. He thinks that Reese is too hopeless when it comes to acting, which he is.
Yeah, he sucks.
He sucks. He fucking sucks. So Ryan decides, hey, instead of you having to act and bomb and ruin this whole play, which he would have done because he's not a good actor,
and everybody will hate you.
Everyone would hate you. How about we just trash the set at night when no one is here, and then you can just come to her aid, like be a shoulder to cry on, kind of thing. They get there, and then shenanigans ensue. But man, I will say, we watched the Blair Witch Project last week, and man, never has the camera work been so better in a movie, but the story be so much worse. It's insane.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, think about this. The Blair Witch Project had a fantastic, phenomenal story.
Mm-hmm.
But the camera work is horrible by design, but horrible. The camera work in this movie was great, I thought. But the story, you know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of reverse. But I do want to get your thoughts, Rachel. Please tell me your thoughts on the Gallows. Tell me what you thought about the cinematography. Tell me what you thought about the acting. Tell me what you thought about the story. Give me those kind of things. We'll break them down by segment with that.
Cinematography. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of found footage.
Correct.
It's, I don't know. I don't feel like it might be doing what it's supposed to be doing and playing on my fear, you know, because like you can't see everything, and like I want to be able to see everything.
Yeah, the janky footage.
Yeah, and you know, I want to see behind the people, because you know that's where the monster's gonna end up, is behind them, and like I want to see that coming. I don't want to know what's coming like a split second before they do. I want to know it's coming way before they do.
Absolutely.
But
we do see the Hangman in a couple of scenes where they don't see him.
no, that's true. That's true. But yeah, compared to the Blair Witch Project, it was, the camera angle, well, the handling of the cameras was better. But as far as the movie, I found it kind of predictable.
Okay.
Like, you have douche Ryan and his girlfriend who were...
Ryan is a big douche.
Oh my gosh,
he's the worst.
Yeah, I don't know how someone who is seemingly as sweet as Reese could be best friends with Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan is kind of the bad guy of this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like they maybe overdid the douchiness a little bit.
He's pretty douchey, but
Like,
I've seen guys like that in high school, I will say.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's definitely been guys like that in high school.
I don't know. I feel like they definitely overplayed his just ugh. But anyway, so off the bat I knew they were gonna die. I knew
who?
Ryan and Cassidy, his girlfriend.
Oh, Cassidy, okay.
Yeah.
Cassidy is in the trailer that gets played. The first time I ever saw anything about this, I was at another horror movie a year prior, and they had a trailer and it was the red footage shot where she's sitting there crying.
Yeah.
And I remember that. I do remember that. Cassidy that's the only thing I remember about Cassidy. But the film does a good job because it's in the trailer does a good job because it's in such contrast. You don't know who it is. You don't know who that girl is.
Right. And she doesn't have a huge role in this, so it just, I mean, she has no, she doesn't really have a huge role. But
no,
anyway.
there's really 4 main characters.
Yeah. But so I knew that they were gonna die first. And then the first time they showed the picture of the original cast from the 90s, I noticed so Reese's dad was supposed to play August, who was the character in the play that gets hung. Yes.
Yeah, he
got sick.
Yeah, so just to interject for a second, August is the romance lover of a noblewoman. The plot of the play is that this noblewoman falls in love with this poor guy named August. They fall in love. So they find out, this town finds out about it. Apparently you can't do that. And then also he's done some other stuff too, but he gets sentenced to get hanged.
Yeah.
That's the plot of the play.
Yeah. And then in the 90s play, the Reese's dad was supposed to be August. He got sick. So his understudy, Charlie, had to fill in for the role. And there was a prop malfunction, and he ended up actually getting hung, he died. And so when they showed the picture of the original cast, I noticed that the person sitting below Charlie looked almost exactly like Reese.
Well, and it was a playful picture too, because Charlie had the noose and had it almost around his neck.
Right. Yeah.
Did you recognize? Did you see that too?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is big. That's really big.
So I knew it had to do with Reese, and then when Ryan is talking, making fun of the people sitting in the crowd during practice, when they're rehearsing, when he goes and talks to the woman who said she was in the play, I had a feeling that she was the noble. She played the character of the noble woman
that Charlie interacted with.
Yes. And so I just had a feeling that she had something to do with it.
Well, and they mentioned after that play that Charlie had a girlfriend.
Yes. And she ended up being the girlfriend. So I knew she had something to do with it. The only thing I didn't see coming was Pfeiffer.
Oh, Pfeiffer is the catalyst. So here's the issue, kind of, with that, and I don't take credit for this. Found Flicks from YouTube and a couple other channels have also pointed this out. The thing that makes that a continuity error. Can't speak, guys. I apologize. Roast me for it in the comments. 1993 is when that play happened.
Mm-hmm.
This play takes the current day is 2013. Pfeiffer would be 20.
Right.
And it doesn't makes it seem like she kind of grew up with them the whole time. Like, because it doesn't say that, she moved from somewhere else. Like, she's just always been there. And it's like, well, this girl would be also like 2 or 3 years older than you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't say, she moved in from like a year ago. That is the only thing that would make a continuity error like that be fixed, is like, this girl moved in from like so and so.
Right.
But they don't. Like, it seems like she has been in their high school the whole time.
Yeah. Unless her mom held her back for some reason. But she was the only thing that I didn't see coming was her involvement in everything, because she played everything off so well. I guess looking back, it was a little sketch that she was at the school that night when they broke in.
Well, she does say that she sees Reese's car there.
Yeah, but why was she around?
Yeah, why was she there? Almost like she's waiting on him.
Yeah. So it was a little predictable for my taste. Not a bad movie, but I just thought, it was predictable. It did get me with some of the jump scares, and I was holding on.
Yeah,
I was holding on to the pillow at one point. The back of the couch, actually. It was when they were running.
The fire alarm one?
Was that
one got you, I think.
Okay, yeah. It's just Reese and Pfeiffer left, and he's like, "You got to pull the fire alarm." So he pulls the fire alarm, and then they hear noises, so they go up a fire escape, and the freaking hangman, he positions the camera below him. The hangman's after him, and so I'm jumping around the couch, holding onto the back of the couch and the pillows. So that did get me.
It did.
That one got me right in the scares.
Me and Dallas saw you jump. Dallas, by the way, guys, is Rachel's boyfriend. Just saying that for
I think we already
we mentioned that. We mentioned in the first episode, but I want to say for continuity, just so people know going forward. Dallas watched this film with us.
Yes, I don't think he enjoyed it, but
he didn't.
But so some of the scares got me. There was a few jump scares.
There were.
So that had a role in adding to its likability factor for me, I guess. Okay. But it wasn't a bad movie. So
I think for me, the acting was okay. Albeit it was a little insufferable, but they were portraying high school kids, and high schoolers are kind of insufferable. Love you guys for listening.
Remember,
but
I don't know.
High schoolers suck.
Kids suck.
Kids suck. When you're at that age, you suck. You're either an ass, or you're annoying, or you're dumb or something. But I think in my opinion, they played high schoolers decently. It wasn't horrible. Ryan
was horrible.
Ryan fucking blew.
I was about to say horrible. Pfeiffer and Reese.
I liked Pfeiffer.
Even Cassidy. They played him, pretty well. But
Ryan was a super douche.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting too to kind of think about. Ryan, for the first 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes before they get in the school, was the main character. He was the one filming everything.
Yeah. And
which was weird because it's like Reese is the main character, but it's Ryan that's filming all this stuff. We see Ryan at his house filming by himself in his black boxers.
Yeah, that was a weird moment.
Yeah, no, I think the acting was fine. The cinematography was okay for a found footage movie. The story was decent. I think they could have capitalized on some different things. I think they could have made it a lot more weird. There's some stuff that just seems kind of dumb to me when it comes to like plot holes, in the sense of so Charlie's ghost is after Reese because Reese's dad was sick, so he couldn't be in the play. It never mentions Reese's dad being a bully or like being mean to Charlie. It just, he was sick, so he couldn't be the guy in the play. I know that it said that Charlie was, that was what I was going to mention earlier. Charlie was the understudy to Reese's dad, so he took over his part. But to do that meant there was going to be no hangman. Charlie was supposed to be the original hangman in the play, and that's where he gets that spirit thing from. But I mean, Reese's dad got sick. Like, he didn't, like, he wasn't an asshole. He got sick. Yeah. So Charlie had to take over for him. So I don't really, and Reese's dad is still alive in the movie. So why not go after Reese's dad? Why would you go after Reese?
Well, maybe at that point, Charlie's stuck in the school.
Charlie is stuck in the school, but I mean, you would think if Reese is going to be the lead in the play, his dad's going to be there, and the crowd, you could just exact your revenge then, right? You would think.
It's symbolic.
Yeah, symbolic. I mean, I guess,
but I feel like that's the fact that Charlie died, like how he died. I feel like is another plot hole, because why did they have the trap door to begin with? Like, what?
Well, it was supposed to release when they said it, but you would think that it would be like a false rope, so that it would look like he was hanging, like a stretch rope, where it would balance his weight so that he doesn't get hung. There's something underlying supernatural there that we didn't see, and it never gets explained.
Maybe Charlie's not even the ghost.
No, that's kind of what that's what I'm getting at, is like,
it's just cursed.
The play is cursed. The school must be cursed. But yeah, because of that, it's like it seems like something happened to make Charlie die. Yeah. And it's like using Charlie for that. But speaking of which, this movie takes place 20 years after that. Do you think a school would fucking allow them to redo a play where a student tragically died during it 20 years later? Probably not.
Well, the drama teacher did mention that they had trouble with the school board.
Well, yeah, understandably so.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was thinking that during the whole time, why would you even be allowed to do this?
You shouldn't. No. Like a kid died during this play, maybe do something different.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe do Peter Pan or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not do
West Side Story,
a play of somebody getting hung.
Yeah, especially this in the same specific play too.
Yeah,
maybe do something else.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what the power grab there was for that theater professor, but he was in the wrong.
Oh my gosh,
for sure.
He was being coerced by Pfeiffer and her mom.
He might have been.
Oh yeah, spoiler.
Might have been possessed.
The girlfriend was Pfeiffer's mom.
Yeah, the girlfriend was Pfeiffer's mom.
Already said that.
Pfeiffer is a 20-year-old high school student, and that's the other thing I was going to say about what I think about this movie. The ending didn't need the cop ending.
Oh, right?
I didn't. That was so out of nowhere.
Yeah. Now Charlie the ghost lives at their house.
So, all right. So after the movie ends, after Pfeiffer convinces Reese to hang himself, they redo the play. Her mom claps and stands up. That to me, in my opinion, that should have been the end of the movie.
That would have been a good end.
That would have been a good ending. But we don't end there. The cops, we get a body cam footage of a cop opening a door, coming in, looking for Pfeiffer, and they go to Pfeiffer's house, and then they find Pfeiffer and her mom, who is Charlie's girlfriend. They're all a family. Rachel already said that. She's combing her hair. They're watching the old play on TV. The other cop goes to look for Reese in the back. And then he says something. The one cop says something about Charlie. The girls look at him and say, "You shouldn't say that." And then the cop comes out with the other cop searching the back rooms comes out with a noose around his neck. And then he turns, looks. The girls do like a scary face thing, and then Charlie's there, and then the movie ends. So unnecessary. I don't get why that was in the movie.
I don't either. It was like a last final scare.
Final jump scare, but still, like it didn't need to be in the movie.
Unnecessary. I completely agree with that.
Overall, though, I mean, not the worst high school horror movie I've ever seen. The acting was fine, aside from Ryan. I mean, Ryan was a super douche, but I told Rachel prior to filming, I've met some guys like that. Guys that are just kind of assholes all the time. Teenagers suck. Sorry, guys, that you're listening. You guys suck. You'll grow out of it. You'll grow out of it. But I think the acting's fine. The direction, for the most part, is fine. The ending, the very ending, is terrible. I hate that. We could do without that ending. I think some of the effects are good. I think one of the genuinely unsettling things that I really liked was the creaking that you heard from the people hanging.
Yeah.
Like the.
And can we talk about the fact that it was never explicitly shown because you didn't see who it was, but like the janitor got hung?
Was that the janitor?
It wasn't any of the four of them.
That's a good point out because Rachel, I've watched this movie multiple times before, and when Ryan peeks up and looks and says, "What is that?" I didn't even notice the feet hanging.
Seriously?
The first couple of times I watched it until you pointed it out. So that's a good point out. That had to have been the janitor because he was there still.
Yeah, he was supposed to be working late, and then it pans to like, someone was obviously there eating a snack. And
he had coffee. He had coffee as well.
Yeah. And okay, so why was the janitor hung?
He's just there, I guess.
Wrong place, wrong time.
I mean,
he had literally nothing to do with anything.
I mean, technically, Ryan and Cassie didn't either. They did try to tear up the set. Speaking of which,
actually, Ryan kept saying Charlie's name. Like
he did. He's like, "You're gonna choke like Charlie," and I'm thinking, "Dang, dude, we don't have to like keep bringing him up."
Yeah, and
Cassie, how did they not know that Reese's dad was the star? Because his picture is in the trophy case.
They probably just never paid attention enough.
Probably high schoolers don't do that. You're right.
We hate on high schoolers so bad, but yeah,
I'm throwing all the shade at high schoolers right now.
Yeah, they're gonna come for you. You better watch out.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got you for to protect me.
All 5 feet of me. But yeah, there's a lot of plot holes and unnecessary things. Like, come on, we didn't have to kill off the janitor.
I think that's a good thing to post because we never really see his face or body. So you're saying it's a janitor. Interestingly enough, when Pfeiffer and Reese go up and they go through the catacombs of not catacombs, but the top part of the stage. I don't know what that's called. Forgive me, film students that are watching
like this. The scaffolding.
The scaffolding. Yeah, the scaffolding. They go underneath of it and they hear people like swaying back and forth. They see Charlie's body there, dead.
No, that was Ryan.
No, they saw Charlie as well. the first body they saw was Charlie's. When Reese pans back, it's a blonde boy.
That was Ryan.
Was that Ryan? I thought that was Charlie. I thought that was Charlie.
Cassidy was the one where her feet hit.
But there was multiple people hanging. It wasn't just the two of them. It was multiple people hanging.
Oh, I thought I only saw two.
Yeah, the first person they saw, I'm pretty sure is Charlie.
I thought it was. Oh well.
But anyways, he sees a dead body hanging and swinging. My thought was that it was Charlie that Ryan saw when he panned up.
Reese. Oh,
no,
Ryan
when he's by himself.
Sorry.
Because Ryan gets cut off by himself, door slammed shut and do all this other stuff. I think they did some clever stuff with it. The best scene, in my opinion, is when we get the we get the time lapse shot where we first see Reese, Pfeiffer, and Cassidy out, and they're looking around for stuff, and then Ryan had fallen, so his leg was broken, and he has the camera by himself. The door slams shut because Cassidy goes to yell for him, and the door slams shut, so it's Ryan by himself. And then we get a time lapse of we hear the stuff from the other camera, kind of like in the Blair Witch. We hear the other stuff from the other camera coming, and then Reese finds that camera again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that was pretty cool. I think that was really cool. And for me, the most unsettling thing is definitely the creaking of the nooses before you hear them. They're just like back and forth. It's so unsettling, especially if when they're up on that scaffolding and their best friends are all hanging around them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was that? What was the noise again, Michael?
Huh?
So what was that noise again?
It's kind of like the what is it? The Grudge, is it The Grudge? Yeah, where she breaks her neck. Spoiler alert for The Grudge.
But
yeah,
I don't know. I kind of felt like it was other critics have said, a lot of copy and paste cliches.
There was a lot of copy and paste cliches. You are right.
The lights not working, the doors not opening,
slamming shut.
And then just all of the noises and the fact that, I don't know, if I'm stuck in that situation and I start hearing noises, I run the other way. I don't run towards the noise. I'm not going to go check it out.
I'm also not going to school at the middle of the night.
Yeah, that too.
Let's tear up the set. They destroy two things and come back and everything's fixed. What? We did all this work. It's you really didn't destroy that much of the set.
Ryan didn't do anything.
Yeah, they're we're going to destroy the set. They destroyed two things and they're they'll never be able to fix this before the next day. And I'm you threw two things.
Yeah.
They can just sweep that up and refix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say, not the worst thing I've ever watched, but not the best thing. We're gonna go into now that we've gotten our jumbled thoughts, because this movie is a jumbled fucking mess. So you get jumbled thoughts for it. We're gonna go into our rating system now, but Rachel is gonna kick us off with her vacation. Yeah, she's really looking forward to that.
Luckily, this time I already kind of know what I'm going to say. So, my vacation rating would be, how some families, not my family, but some families go on a vacation every year.
And your family does that every year.
What?
Just without you.
Oh, yeah, probably. So how some families go on vacation every year, some families go to the same place every year. Well, that's what I would rate this as, is going on a family vacation to the same place every year. You've seen it before, you've done it before. There might be every once in a while you might do something new, but for the most part, been there, done that, and you'd like to try something else.
It's I think that's really good. Vacation. I was going to do something similar. So, for me, I'll go with so when you take a cruise,
Mm-hmm.
you do a cruise ship. They got a lot of different attractions of stuff you can do while you're on the ship. One of them being a comedy show that you can go and watch. Well, you go to the comedy show, and the guy may tell different jokes or different narrations. You may laugh. You may have a good, decent time. But it's more or less the same of any other comedy show you've ever seen in your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's predictable. Sometimes maybe a little surprising, but you know what you're getting out of it kind of experience. Like you said. So the cruise comedy ship is what I got for that.
Okay.
Rachel, would you recommend this film to anybody at all? Like horror fans, non-horror fans, Trisha. Well, Trisha is her own category. Trisha is Rachel's sister who just likes everything. So,
as are you. But
whoa! Don't call me out like that.
Dallas is fervently shaking his head no. He would not recommend it.
Dallas is saying no.
Dallas is saying absolutely no.
Dallas
Hell
just
no.
dropping us
you know what? I think I might have to agree with him.
So recommend not to horror fans, not to casual fans, not to.
I mean, you can recommend any of these to horror fans, but like, do I feel like it impacted my life in any way, shape, or form? No. Like, you know, I don't feel like it's a must see. It is like, it wasn't bad, but it's not something that, like, I don't know, I could have gone without. You know, it was just it's like meh.
Yeah. So you would not recommend it to
I
horror
don't
fans?
think I would go out of my way to recommend. No.
Would you recommend to Trisha?
Well, yeah. I mean,
so that's gonna be our third category going forward. Now we're gonna say if we recommend it to horror fans, non-horror fans, and to Rachel's sister.
We can't do that though, because
we
the
can't.
answer
We
would
so can.
always be yes.
It won't always be yes. There's some movies that I wouldn't recommend to her.
Really?
Probably not. I don't know.
No, she watches literally everything.
But we have to have our own dynamic here. So we gotta have a separate category. So Trisha is our third category.
I mean,
sorry, Trisha, we love you, but you are the third category now.
I mean, yeah.
Would you recommend it to her? Do you think she would like it?
I guess I'm eating my words right now because I don't think I would. Because she would watch it. Oh no! See, like, that's the thing with her though. Is
her standards are pretty low.
Well, yes, but like, I mean, she just really enjoys movies. But
bad movies.
The thing is that sometimes you think she's really gonna like a movie, and she's just like, I did not enjoy that one bit. And then other times you're thinking like, this movie sucks, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing I've ever watched.
Yeah, she does kind of surprised like that. I think that's why it's a good category to have.
I don't.
So would you or no?
I would say no, but then again, like, she might think this is a masterpiece, you know, or she could think it's the stupidest thing ever. Like, it's
fair enough.
She is an unpredictable. She is an unreliable narrator.
She's an enigma. That's for damn sure.
No, she's for anyone who reads books, you know what an unreliable narrator is someone you can't trust.
Yeah, Rachel's sister is that for sure, guys.
Yeah, with her opinions, because they're all over the place. You never know what you're gonna get. So I'm just gonna say no.
You're not gonna recommend it to her?
No.
Okay, fair.
What about you?
All right, so for non-horror fans, no, not a must-watch anyway. I don't think that it doesn't do anything that's defining enough.
Yeah,
like there's some parts that are like, oh, that's kind of cool, but there's not enough there to stick out to be like, oh, you need to watch this. Horror fans, I would still say no, unless you're looking for just a found footage movie to watch that has a better production quality than most of them.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not doing anything innovative. It's not doing anything great. But if you're looking for a found footage movie to watch, just give it a shot because it's better production quality wise than a lot of them. This is
Yeah,
one of the
it's
few
true.
found footage movies to go to theaters. So, and I watched this in theaters. So,
Right.
yeah. So, try it at your own caution. As for the Trisha rating, yeah, I'm going to recommend it to her because I know that she's going to love it. Rachel doesn't think that she will, but Trisha likes trash, garbage. We're trashing on you, Trisha. We love you, but
Okay, because you can't say the same thing about you.
okay, I do like trash and garbage too. But I also kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't the worst thing ever. I think she'd like it. But here's the thing: she might like it just to spite us,
Or she might hate it despite us.
No, hate it to spite me, love it to spite you.
She'd definitely spite you first.
Probably.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that's our rating. We really thank you guys for listening in, having a good time. We have a blast doing this podcast, and we want to see it continue to grow. So we thank you guys for listening, giving us your attention and subscriptions and likes and comments. Please share it with your friends if you do like it. We're trying to grow and just make the channel bigger because we really enjoy talking about horror movies. But most importantly, you guys listening, if you like it, please like it. If not, don't like it. We're not asking for disingenuous likes to push our channel along, but we really thank you guys for listening. It means a lot to both of us. But until next time, for our next found footage movie, my name is Michael.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is the Undead Celluloid Society signing out. Thank you guys very much.